Theo, you ought to know better than to come barging into the cold room.
Oh, but Tom...
Bolton, how's the land?
I'm afraid it's cracked. Change in temperature.
Oh, Tom, I'm so sorry.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Come on, let's get out of this cold. Come into my office.
Tom, I had to come over.
What's the matter? Where's the baby?
The baby's all right. It's me. Oh, Tom, did I cause any bad damage coming in like that?
Just smashed a lens. It took 3 hours to figure, not to mention the time we spent getting the temperature down to test it. Well, Theo, why did you come over?
Well, I can't tell you if you're angry with me, Tom.
I'm not angry, darling. What is it?
It can wait till tonight.
Theo, you can't come tearing in looking pale and worried, busting up lenses, and then tell me you can wait till tonight.
Well, I can't. It's just that... Oh, you'll think me crazy, and I guess I am.
Sure you're crazy. That's one reason I love you.
Do you? Do you love me, Tom?
Of course I love you. Theo, what's the matter with you?
Just that. I had to know. Oh, darling, it's Tommy's birthday, remember? Will you be home early?
I'm afraid not. I was going to phone you. Looks like I'll have to work tonight.
Oh, darling.
Well, it isn't my fault. I can't help it. Joe Murdoch's disappeared again. Another bender.
Well, I didn't mean to annoy you, Tom.
Look, Theo, I'm a busy man.
I know you are. I know you're busy. Too busy most times even to kiss me.
Darling, when are we going to celebrate your first birthday?
Well, you're certainly a tremendous help.
What? Well, Theo, honey.
Oh, what's the use? I'm going home. I was still mad when I got home. Mad at Tom and mad at myself. By evening, I was including Joe. Joe was really the one to blame. If he hadn't gone off on a bender, Tom would have been home. We wouldn't have quarreled. And then I said to myself, if I could just find Joe, sober him up, and get him back to work. And so I went over to his apartment. Only someone else had gotten there first.
Joe, I've been waiting for you all afternoon. I've been out of my mind.
Sissy, you shouldn't have come here. What about Ted?
Ted's in New York. I thought if I went one more minute without seeing you, without knowing where you were... Oh, Joe, darling.
Oh, Sissy. Sissy, I...
Joe, are you here? I've been...
Oh, Theo.
I'm sorry. The door was open.
Theo, you're shocked, I know. I'd be shocked, too, if I were you.
No, I'm not shocked. Why should I be? I grew up watching this sort of thing all my life.
Theo, please.
Oh, don't bother to say it, Joe. Good night. And now I was mad at the whole darn world. I felt I'd been cheated. I'd tried so hard to be what I thought Tom wanted me to be. I'd tried so hard to change myself, to be like his family and his friends. And now the whole thing had blown up right in my face. I was sort of lost and miserable. Maybe that's why I did what I did.
Is that you, Mrs. West?
Yes, Martha.
I've been holding dinner. Will Mr. West be home?
No, not tonight. Again.
Oh, that's too bad. And on the baby's birthday.
It doesn't matter.
Well, then I'll just set the table for... Oh, Mrs. West, there was a phone call for you.
Who?
Major Lansing.
Miles Lansing?
He said to tell you he was at the St. George. Well, I'd better get your dinner ready. It won't take but a minute.
Martha.
Yes, Mrs. West?
Martha, don't fix any dinner for me. I'm going out.
Look, Joe, I don't have to tell you how I feel about you.
Oh, you might as well. I've earned it.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't mean that.
Oh, let's face it, Tom. If I hadn't been a drunk, they'd have let me run the factory and you'd have been over in Europe with your squadron.
Okay, then let's look at the facts. There's a war on. You're messing up my life, but that isn't the reason you drink. Now, come on, Joe, let's have it. What kind of a jam are you in?
Well, it's a girl.
Who?
A girl in Vermont. I met her last year, and I can't marry her. There's sort of barrier between us.
Her husband?
Oh, don't kid about it, will you? We've had a license for weeks.
Well, what kind of a barrier could there be?
I can't tell you. Except that I tried to break it today, and I couldn't.
So you went out and polished off another bottle. That's no solution.
Oh, let's not talk about it, Tom.
No, let's do something about it. Joe, I think we'll take a little ride.
A ride?
First to my house to let Theo know, then up to Vermont to get you married to that girl. Theo, honey, I hate to bother you.
Look, Tom, why wake her up?
She'd wonder where I am. Guess I'll have to turn on the light. Theo, wake up. Well, what do you know?
She's not here.
And us talking on our toes. Well, I can leave a note. Someplace she won't be able to miss it. Let's see. I know, the pocket of her dressing gown. She'll find it when she gets ready for bed.
Tom, where could she have gone?
Well, I don't know, but she wasn't expecting me. I guess she must have gone to a movie.
Oh, gosh, what a night. I'm going to sleep till... Theo!
Huh?
Theo, what the devil are you doing here?
Oh, waiting for you. Well, how are you, Miles?
How'd you get into my room?
Oh, I told the clerk you were my sister or something. What time is it?
4:00 in the morning.
Good grief, 4:00? Oh, and where have you been all night, young man?
Doing the town. The squadron just got back this morning. What's left of us. They thought we needed a rest.
Running around Boston all night?
Quit sparring, Theo. What are you doing here?
Well, you called me, didn't you?
Sure. As an old friend. As a friend of Tom's. Have you left town?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know yet.
You mean you came here to find out?
Yes. I'm sorry if that makes you angry.
You know why it makes me angry. Because I worked like a fool to get you out of my blood, and I thought I'd succeeded. Until now. Now I want to take you in my arms more than I even want to live.
Well, I'm here.
No. No, you're not here. You don't belong to me any more than you belong to Tom. You don't belong to anybody but yourself. It's part of you. It's in your blood. It's just...
You dare to say that?
You're a selfish little gremlin who can't even make up her mind, but just... Sorry, Theo. I deserve that.
I guess I did, too. I better go now.
No. Not until I've unsaid all that.
Oh, but you were right, Miles. Don't you see? You were right. Tom, it's me, Theo. I hate to wake you up, but I've got to talk to you. And you've got to talk to me. You've got to, Tom, because if you don't... Oh, all right, Tom, I'll turn on the light and we can have it out. Only one thing, don't ask me what... Tom.
Was that you, Miss West?
Well, yes, Martha. Where's Mr. West?
I don't know, ma'am. He came in last night.
Theo! Hey, Theo, wake up!
Oh, there he is now. You can go, Martha.
Yes, ma'am.
Morning, Martha. Hello, darling.
Hello, Tom.
I had a hunch you'd be up and waiting. Sorry I missed you last night. What movie did you see?
Mrs. Miniver.
Well, tell me. What do you think about it?
Oh, it's a beautiful picture.
I don't mean the picture. I mean about Joe.
Joe?
He's getting married.
Married?
We had to rout the preacher out of bed. He was so mad. What's the matter? Didn't you read my note?
What note?
In the pocket of your dressing gown. Didn't you find it?
No, I didn't.
Well, it's funny. I was sure that you would.
Oh, all right, Tom. I'll tell you. I'd have told you sometime, and it might as well be now.
What?
I didn't find your note because I didn't use my dressing gown. I was up all last night.
At an all-night movie?
No, not at a movie.
And you lied to me. For the first time.
Thanks for not considering it a habit.
Where were you, Theo?
Tom, believe me, it isn't important.
It's the most important thing in our lives. Where were you, Theo?
At Mile Lansing. For the first time.
Theo.
Oh, Tom, listen to me. Last night I felt lost. There were things I couldn't understand.
What things?
Well, I can't tell you that, but I was frightened, too. Because I thought we were drifting apart. I went to Miles because... Well, maybe because I'm not a good wife. Or maybe because I am a good wife who had to learn once and for all if her husband could trust her.
Just tell me one thing. Were you there all night?
Yes, I was there all night. But Miles wasn't. He didn't come in till 4. I'd fallen asleep or I wouldn't have waited.
You think I believe that?
No, you won't, because it's the truth.
It isn't, but you're going to tell me the truth. You hear me? I want the truth.
All right, then. You're right.